I gotta confess, I've never been here before, which makes me feel like a bad American. But then I remember it's not an American company, so whatever. So I've always heard about the Swedish meatballs, so I got Swedish meatballs, but you can't eat inside, so I'm at the loading dock. There's a diesel with his engine on over there, but I got meatballs. Good lunch. Well, that was an interesting experience. What a giant place, and what delicious meatballs. I thought they would be bigger and fewer, but they're smaller and more numerous. Probably the same amount of meat I thought it would be, just smaller. I am in the San Antonio area because I'm trying to grow my real estate business this direction, and I'm picking up legs for Seth at San Angelo Studios, where I work. Well, where I office, where I have my desk. Now I need to figure out what to do with these. Anyways, let me tell you about the last time I was in San Antonio. So, if you watched my last video, you know how just awful I am at vlogging, filming, and doing something at the same time. So I thought we would just go on a walk and I would tell you what I was planning to tell you, because I forgot to finish the video. But it was a fun shoot, so let's talk about it. And you know, it occurs to me that probably that's the biggest barrier to success in creating content there is like thinking to point the camera at yourself and saying something. Like Gary Vee always says, point the camera at yourself and say some positive shit. So let's do that. Anyways, we were in San Antonio and got to shoot with Shayna. I've been shooting with Shayna for a very long time. Love shooting with Shayna. She's a dancer, and that comes into play later on. So one of the biggest themes that we're going to talk about is shooting in common places and shooting in uncommon places, and ways to think about both of those things. Because at the shoot, we got to shoot in a place where everybody shoots in. We got to shoot in a place where almost nobody shoots. And you might be surprised at which pictures I liked better. So we knew the weather was going to be a little iffy, but we decided to go ahead with the shoot because, you know, and Shayna wasn't even living in San Antonio at the time. She and her friend from Corpus came up, and it was a halfway deal. And so Shayna and Ashley came and met me in San Antonio, and we had lunch, and we saw the storm clouds coming in, and we thought, well, we'll try to get this done anyways. I got to our first location before them, and it's a location I'd shot before, but I didn't realize how popular it was. It's the Hayes Street Bridge in San Antonio. There is a good reason why all the popular places to shoot are popular places to shoot. But there's still like part of me that just hates shooting where everybody else shoots. But I thought, well, this is the plan. We already had the plan, so we'll go ahead and do this. Shayna and Ashley were about 10 minutes behind me, and it started to rain. And It's like, you know how sometimes you can feel the sprinkles and you know it's gonna be heavy later on. So I went back to the truck and I let them know, hey, we're gonna have to find something else to do because it's about to rain hard. And when I looked over across the street from where I had parked, I noticed that there was the place, like the stables, where all the horses and carriages for the horse and carriage rides downtown are kept. And I thought, well, dang, isn't that lucky? I wonder if they'll let us shoot, because they can't go work. They can't ride around in the rain anymore. We can shoot in the rain. Hey, so I have this is Jackie.
Hello.
With Yellow
Rose Carriage Company.
Yellow Rose Carriage Company. Do you know where you know what the Yellow Rose of Texas was, right?
I know her name actually was Emily Morgan or Emily West. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. We're at Yellow Rose Carriage Company because it's raining outside. And also there were like already 4 photographers shooting on the Hayes Street Bridge. I don't live here, so I didn't know that that's where everybody goes. And I want to go where everybody goes. So we came here and got out of the rain, and Jackie and her crew have been fantastic. So we're gonna start shooting with Ashley. And then when Shay gets here, who's stuck in traffic, we'll start shooting with her too. So let's make some magic. Okay. That was really corny. I never say stuff like that. I promise. It's the lights.
It's the lights. You're in a whole new fantasy world.
It was a lot of fun. The experience was better than the photos, but the photos were not bad. It was just like, you know, I hadn't really planned for it. I hadn't really thought about lighting as much as I would normally. But the experience, I wouldn't trade for it. It was so cool. And to get to shoot with the horses and the carriages, and it was great. So I'm really bad at like narrating during the shoot, and I want to be better at that. So that's what we're doing right now. You're going to tell the fine folks at home what we just did.
We shot on carriages, yeah? Is that good?
Oh, on carriages with horses.
Horses.
Don't forget the horses.
And carriages. They're big. What was them? The horse? Draft horses. They're huge, 2,000 pounds. Yeah?
Something like that. I don't know. Are they 2,000 pounds?
Rusty weighs just under 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds?
And he's a little over probably 5 feet at the shoulders.
He's literally a ton of fun.
He sure is.
So then the rain stopped.
All right, here it is. Well, I'm gonna come on, get on my left side. Yep, that's it.
Is this your angle?
Yep. Hi guys, this is Shay once again. I know I've been here before. Still just as awkward.
It's you did a YouTube, remember when you went to Austin, whatever, limit?
Oh, ACL, yeah. Like and subscribe, guys. Go watch that video.
And we were left with these wonderful, moody, dark skies. And we went ahead and went up onto the Hayes Street Bridge to shoot.
Answer me.
You don't have to just hold it on your face. And I gotta be honest, I liked those pictures better. was easier to plan for. It was easier to execute. Like I said, there's a good reason why popular places to shoot are popular. So the trick is to be as unique in your style as you can, and you'll never be totally unique. There's no such thing. But try to be as unique in your style as you can with a location that everybody shoots, or try to catch it in different ways. So after that, we went to a more unique spot. There's like this cool mural underneath. A railroad bridge, going over a bridge. Very colorful, very cool. It was a lot of fun. And then when we walked back to the truck, we just played in the street because the sunset was lining up so very nicely with the street. That was so nice. Love it when people do that. I'm telling you, biggest challenge is pointing the camera at yourself, in content creation. Anyways, we played in the street a little bit, played in under the overpass a little bit. Here, I don't have any video of it getting darker because it was too dark to video. But here's some photos. I'll just scroll those over here as you watch. So the last thing, so pros and cons of shooting somewhere unique versus shooting somewhere common. Pros of shooting in a common place is that there's a reason why it's common. You'll get good photos. But the cons are that everybody else shoots there and you don't end up with anything quite as unique. The pros of a unique place are nobody else shoots there, and so when they see your work, it's not the same as what everybody else is doing. The cons, of course, are that they're harder to find, they're harder to light, they're not as much of a sure thing as shooting somewhere popular. I hope that helps you make a decision about how and where to shoot. If it did, subscribe, like the video, let me know. Let me know if you can think of any other pros and cons of a unique place or a common place. And anyways, I really appreciate you watching. God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.